Chairman, Nigeria Governors Forum, Fayemi pays consultative visit to Governor Akeredolu over 2023 elections. Department of State Security alerts Nigerians to planned criminal attacks on worship centers and public places. And from the foreign scene, protesters in Mexico demand justice for murdered women. Thank you for joining us on the news at 7. I am Obi Chukwemeka Uti. Caregivers have been advised to prioritize the immunization of their babies to help prevent them from diseases which could sometimes lead to death. This call was at the fore during the commemoration of African Vaccination Week, organized by Ondo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency in collaboration with the plans are underway to reward mothers who fully vaccinate their babies.
The commemoration of the 2022 African Vaccination Week in Ondo State was organized by the State Primary Healthcare Development Agency with the support of World Health Organization. Theme, Long Life for All, provided opportunity for health professionals to drive home the importance of immunization for every child as it helps against several vaccine-preventable diseases like tuberculosis, yellow fever, measles, whooping cough, among others.
Immunization is very weeks. We have another set at 10 weeks. We have another one at 40 weeks, another one at 9 months, and another one at 15 months to be able to complete their immunization.
The Permanent Secretary, Ondo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, who fully vaccinated
for all of us. For there to be life for all of us, we must vaccinate ourselves when it is required for us to take adult vaccination, immunization. Ondo State have one of the best cold chain systems, which is called safe vaccine. In the whole Nigeria, we are one of the leading states. So the vaccine you give to your child is safe, efficient.
To scale up immunization coverage in the state, advised caregivers to arm themselves with their baby's vaccination card at all times.
With the data we've gotten, because somewhat I think 2 months back we did a survey, Papa's LQS, and the data we got shows that some of the majority of the LGAs, they have very good coverage when it comes to immunization, but just very little, maybe 1 or 2. They have little issues, not as if it's very big. So in some of the LGAs that are not performing very well optimally, we will send some outreach teams there to ensure that immunization is being carried out. People that are not covered, they go to them and they vaccinate everybody.
According to the Director, Disease Control and Immunization, Ondo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Victor Aditin, immunization coverage, the highest in southwest Nigeria, and efforts are on to sustain the drive.
You get vaccinated in your childhood period, in your infancy, so you are most likely to survive infancy or childhood and graduate to adulthood, where you will be productive to yourself and productive to your nation.
Mothers were also advised to prioritize exclusive breastfeeding of their babies. Sahid Arabisala, Osrc News.
Ondo State government has enjoined all associations under the umbrella body of tippers and quarry employers in Ondo State to come together to enhance proper monitoring and effectiveness. Commissioner for Energy, Mines and Mineral Resources, Mr. Razak Obe, gave the advice during an interactive session with the leadership of the association on ways to make life bearable for residents in construction business. Mr. Obe, who restated government's commitment to the welfare of all, said the government's task force will monitor the activities of the association on the site where mining are taking place and the activities of the tipper drivers. The commissioner further sought the support of the association to check the act of illegal miners in the state, as stiffer sanctions will be henceforth applied. The terror unleashed by the suspected child robbers nicknamed Oyenusi and Anini, who were recently arrested by officers of Amotekun in Ijare Federal Local Government, how they terrorized the community by living up to their adopted names. Osrc's Richard Ilisomi, who visited the community, reports that testimonies from residents show that Ijare has rejected the underage robbers, even as its leaders say they have no tolerance for robberies and other vices.
Two notorious robbers who held Nigeria to ransom between 1970s and 80s were Lawrence Anini and Oyenusi, who unleashed terror on innocent citizens and robbed them of valuables. Anini, who started out as a car thief, bus robber and bank thief mainly in Benin, with his gang, expanded his criminal exploits to other parts of the country, as well as Oyenusi and Monday Osumbo, cold-blooded gunmen until they were executed by firing squad. Some 50 years after they were killed by the Nigerian government, the daredevil robbers have been replicated, this time in Ijare, a federal local government area of Ondo State. They are these suspected underage robbers: 13-year-old Timleni Femi, nicknamed Anini, 15-year-old Ojo Sunday, called Oyenusi, and Mati Lowe, aka Osumbo 16, were terrorizing the community and allegedly expanded their robbery operations to Ilara and other neighboring communities to live up to the notoriety of their nicknames. Akri was at the family home of the suspect named Oyenusi on Okedera Street, and we met his octogenarian father, Mr. Ojo Leyo, who told us that his son has become a full-blown robber who terrorized the community. He revealed evidence of his son's alleged atrocities in the home that the suspected infamous boy had once drugged him to steal his money hidden in his pocket. Jacob, aware of United Apostolic Church, also shared a story about how the alleged infamous child robbers stole 3 mobile phones being charged on his church altar. The suspected robbers had their footprints in virtually every house in Ijare, qualifying them as suspected notorious robbers.
Gidi Sunday Gale Gidi Ole ni ole kẹ́ mọ̀ padà sí Ijare mọ́ o ẹ mọ̀ padà sí kankan da mo sọ onibiriki sọ pé àfikún bá àwọn ra engine fridge un.
To herbalist to empower them with spiritual something to feel it in his or her body. Yes, even those that arrested them, we have to take them to somewhere to treat them the traditional way. Because those that led, we have to treat them the traditional way.
Join us on Wednesday to report the mayhem of the alleged infamous gunmen who have been rejected by the entire community. Richard Ilisomi, Osrc News.
To politics now. As part of his ongoing consultation with the APC governor, Kayode Fayemi has visited Ondo State Governor and Chairman of the Southern Governors Forum, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. Fayemi, who is also the Chairman of Nigeria Governors Forum, and his entourage were received by Governor Akeredolu in his Alagbaka Governor's Office, Akure. Akeredolu said it is God who gives position and prayed God to give the country the best come 2023. Fayemi said he ahead the APC presidential primary, saying that the move is about making fundamental changes in the lives of the people, leading to positive difference. He, however, disclosed that he is not a presidential aspirant, but still consulting with relevant stakeholders. He solicited the support and prayers of all to realize his ambition, saying the project is a collective one.
Welcome. He's traveled, he's visited so many governors. And I believe that at the last count, I probably will be the 17th governor he has visited in Osrc. There's a process that is worth emulating others.
Have been at the forefront, and our governor has maintained that frontline position as our own leader amongst the southern governors here represent saints assuming these positions. So coming here, seeking his wise counsel and asking him about whether this is a journey to be pursued or not should be a natural occurrence for me. And that is why I am here. I didn't come to meet the out of the struggle here in Ondo State. Yes. This station, if I get a positive result, and I must say, all the 16 of my colleagues that I have visited, they are solidly for this.
I am speaking there. Meanwhile, ahead of the 2023 general elections, the governor of Ondo State, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, has assured aspirants from the All Progressives Congress APC of the level play field. Addressing some of the aspirants at the Cocoa Conference Hall in Akure, the governor said the party will provide equal opportunity for the people to test their popularity. Akeredolu said the party will not support any individuals who are not ready to add value to the party through quality representation. The chairman of the party in the state, Ade Adetimayin, said the party will not politicize development, hence the need to support people.
You can decide what you want. You know whether it's no, they have seen anything, and those people have what they have seen. You decide what you want for your Senate. Let you know. So it's easier for you to see matters very easy. From a prison in which you detach yourself, self-assessment.
It is not the day job to get to where we are. It is through the effort of our leader. In that, you turn yourself to be aspirants under our party. But to me, as the chairman of the party, you must exercise yourself. It is during this aspiration time, more than 70%, I'm seeing them for the first time. This party will not play with the tickets of ABC. Will not.
The meeting later continued behind closed doors. You're watching the news at 7. We'll go on a commercial break. We'll be right back. Please join us again.
Make this your best Ramadan yet. Ramadan Kareem from Hollandia Dairy and Chivita Fruit Juice.
My son, calm down now.
Yeah, why do you sweat like I'm rubber?
Meet Andy. He has come to ask for my hand in marriage.
Good morning and good afternoon, sir. What about good night? Are you seeing a movie? What a nonsense. I'm doing a video call since they can't be here.
Glow Breaker Plus is here. Existing Glow customers will get 400% bonus on every recharge and 100 MB data bonus on first recharge of the month. New Glow customers will get 1,000 Naira. Buy a new Glow SIM today or dial *777# for existing Glow customers.
Thank you for rejoining us. You can also watch us live on our website, www.osrc.ng, or follow us on Facebook, OSRC TV Ondo. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, OSRC TV Ondo. Still talking political aspirants in Ondo State with an advice to put in their best to get the political backing required to avoid wasting of resources. Mentoring the women in Akure, the Ondo State capital, the governor's wife said the political system in Government House correspondent Omoriola Ogbenji has details.
These are the 15 female political contestants those states who visited the wife of Oils and Social Development, Adebumi Oshadahun, said. This is the first time in the history of Ondo State where governor's wife will be mentoring female contestants, saying it will pave way for more women in the coming elections.
What we are saying now, we have never had it so good with women of Ondo State. You are this is Ondo State. Of women of quality.
Special advisor to Governor Akeredolu on gender, Olamide Falana, advised the contestants against pulling one another down, saying anyone who eventually skates through should be supported.
Even when you are sitting the same seat, you can still be each other's friends. You can still be, eventually one person will get it. Not everybody, we all cannot, we can't create new seats for everybody. Only one person will get there eventually. And when that person is get rally around and support her.
It was an opportunity for the contestants to voice their fears, weaknesses, strengths, and opportunities before the governor's wife. Responding, Arabirin Betty Ayanwa Akeredolu expressed joy over the large number of the contestants, saying it is a sign that indeed women are rising up to their responsibilities in society. She encouraged them to go home, put their home in order, and cover all the necessary grounds, and be sure of the backing of their political party leaders before obtaining their forms.
That's what they call carrying political bag. If you're from nowhere and you say you want to contest Senate, you are joking. I'm telling you. The ideal thing is for you to start from House of Assembly and you move on, or even chairmanship. Even chairmanship is not easy. You must have been around. You must have been a councillor. You must have been woman leader, whatever. You've been around in the system and they know you. Watch the political setting. It's not about, hey, I want to contest, I want to contest. Look at the body language of people around. If it does not favor you, please withdraw and look for time, the right time, auspicious time for you to come in.
A cap with the tag Women O'Clock 2023 was officially launched at the roundtable meeting. Omoriola Hungbiji, Osrc News.
And the All Progressives Congress APC has vowed to disqualify political appointees contesting the 2023 elections and are yet to resign their appointments. The party says it would not risk being disqualified by fielding political appointees in contravention of Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act. Political appointees who have signified their interest to contest the presidency on the platform of the APC include Minister of Transport Rotimi Amechi and his counterpart for Labour and Employment Chris Ngige, who has just joined the race. The House of Representatives suspended its plenary session scheduled to hold today. A notice from the House clerk said of plenary. The notice from the clerk indicated that a new date will be communicated in due course. To legal matter. A Lagos-based legal practitioner, Festus Ogun, has filed a lawsuit against President Muhammadu Buhari at the Federal High Court in Lagos over the excessive pain, hardship and agony Nigerians went through as a result of inefficiency and mismanagement in the petroleum sector that led to the fuel scarcity was avoidable. He contended that the president's continuous service as petroleum minister is illegal and unconstitutional. Ogun said such is inimical to national economic growth and likely to occasion future scarcity and inefficiency that will affect the country and its people. The case is yet to be assigned to any judge. In the meantime, a federal high court in Abuja says the Senate has the power to investigate the Ladi Umar over the case of an alleged assault on a security guard at a shopping mall in Abuja. Delivering judgment on Tuesday, Justice Inyang Ekwo said the CCTV bus failed to display high moral public standards by his conduct. The court subsequently dismissed the suit by Mr. Umar, seeking to stop his investigation by the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions for lacking in merit. The CCT challenged, among other things, the powers of the Senate to investigate him in an alleged assault perpetrated against a security guard at a plaza in Abuja. Staying with court, some overzealous correctional officers harassed journalists in court today when they tried to cover proceedings in the trial in Lagos. Chidinma is standing trial alongside one Adedapo Quadri at the Lagos High Court, Tafawa Balewa Square, for the alleged murder of the Chief Executive Officer of Super TV, Usifo Ataga, while she in usual manner formed a ring, but the correctional officers ignored everyone as they swiftly led the defendants away to their waiting vehicle. Away from the court, Commandant of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC in Imo State, Michael Oga, has accused some officers of Nigeria Police Force in the state of attacking NSCDC headquarters in Owerri and as well as brutalizing him. Addressing journalists after policemen allegedly invaded the NSCDC his command, he explained that the police attack on the NSCDC headquarters was sequel to the detention of a policeman, one Nonso Ezinwanne, who obstructed his convoy on Sunday in Owerri while coming back from the scene of the oil explosion at a forest in the state. Oga said that the cop was detained because he claimed to be a policeman, but with multiple identification cards. In another, Department of State Services, DSS, has alerted Nigerians to plans by some criminal elements to launch explosive attacks on soft and hard targets in parts of the country. Public Relations Officer of the Security Agency, Peter Funaya, today raised the alarm in a statement in Abuja. He stated that while the DSS had received reports on cases of such incidents in some areas, it has uncovered a plot by suspect criminal gangs to forge an alliance. Their objective, Afunai explained, is to launch further attacks on critical infrastructure and other public places frequently visited, such as worship centers, relaxation centers, especially during and after the holidays and festive celebrations. The DSS said it will continue to disrupt the trend and pattern of violent attacks and asked the people to go about their lawful businesses. Moving on to the foreign scene, Finnish President Sauli Niinisto is reasonably well and is continuing to work remotely.